Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here we would like to present about Muhammadiyah organizational system and charitable enterprises. In this presentation, we will explain the background, goals, organizational structure, and also the important role of Muhammadiyah in society. So, let's begin.
Background of Muhammadiyah movement. Main background. The condition of Muslims who were religiously weak and influenced by superstition. The need for Islamic reform tajdid. And the importance of education and social development. And main mission to return Islamic teaching to the Quran and Sunnah and improve the quality of Muslim society. And the next slide, Muhammadiyah as a reform movement. Muhammadiyah is known as a modern Islamic reform movement. Main characteristic. Here there is purifying Islamic teachings. Return to the primary sources, refer to the Quran and Sunnah as the primary basis for understanding Islam. Study the teachings correctly, learn from scholars or trusted sources to avoid misunderstanding of the religion. Identify deviation, be aware of inappropriate practice such as bid'ah, superstition. And there are also rejecting superstition, shirk, and bid'ah. Superstition, belief in supernatural things without basis, such as myth or prophecies. And shirk, associating partner with Allah, such as asking others to worship Him. And bid'ah, new practices in worship that are not exemplified by the Prophet. And then encouraging rational thinking and education. Rational thinking, thinking logically, not easily believing things that are unclear or without basis. Education, seeking knowledge, both religious and general. And then promoting progressive Islamic values. Emphasis justice, equality, including gender equality and tolerance. Encourage education and rational thinking. Is open to social and technological change, so that Islam can ally with modern progress. And the next slide. Goals of Muhammadiyah. The main goal of Muhammadiyah is creating a true Islamic society. Number one, practicing Islamic teaching correctly. Practicing Islamic teaching correctly means carrying out Islamic teaching correctly according to the Quran and Sunnah. Essentially, worship and behave according to correct guidance. And number two, developing moral and ethical society. Developing a moral and ethic society means building a society with good moral and ethics. Essentially, creating an environment of honesty, courtesy, and mutual respect. And number three, improving education and social welfare. Improving education and social welfare means improving education and social welfare in society, essentially promoting knowledge and fostering a more decent life. And the last, creating a just and prosperous community. Creating a just and prosperous society, essentially everyone is treated fairly and live in prosperity.
Fields of Muhammadiyah movement. Muhammadiyah activities cover several important fields. The first is religious field, is strengthening faith and worship, teaching correct Islamic understanding, developing Islamic preaching or dakwah. The second, we have social field. It helps the poor and disadvantaged and proving social welfare service. The third, we have educational field, is establishing schools and universities and developing intellectual and moral education. The fourth, we have health field, is establishing hospitalities and clinics and improving public and health service. Muhammadiyah organizational structure. A, we have levels of leadership, is central leadership or pimpinan pusat, regional leadership, pimpinan wilayah, district leadership or pimpinan daerah, branch leadership or pimpinan cabang, sub-branch leadership or pimpinan ranting. For the function, we have organized activities, coordinate programs, and expand Muhammadiyah influence in society.
In Muhammadiyah, leadership is guided by several important principles that ensure the organization runs effectively and responsibly. First, collective leadership or collective collegial. This means Decisions are not made by one person alone, but through a group leaders working together. It encourages balance, fairness, and shared responsibility. Second, responsibility and trust, also known as amanah. Every leader is accepted to carry out their duties with honesty, integrity, and a strong sense of accountability, because leadership is considered a trust that must be fulfilled. Third, cooperation and consultation or musyawarah. Leaders are encouraged to discuss and consult with others before making decisions. This creates a democratic process where different options are considered. Lastly, there is a strong commitment to Islamic value. All leadership action and decision must be aligned with Islamic teachings and moral principles. Overall, this principle help Muhammadiyah maintain a leadership system that is democratic, ethical, and responsible. In carrying out their roles, Muhammadiyah leaders are supported by various council and institutions, known as Majelis and Lembaga. These bodies play an important role in ensuring that organizational activities run smoothly. Their main functions include planning and developing programs, managing Muhammadiyah's various institutions, supporting activities in dakwah, education, and social service. There are also specific institutions that focus on key sectors such as education, health service, economic development, social welfare. Through this supporting institution, Muhammadiyah is able to organize its work more effectively and make a broader impact on society.
In this section, I will discuss autonomous organization in Muhammadiyah. Autonomous organizations are groups that focus on developing specific members. Their main focus is to improve leadership skill, build Islamic character, and encourage youth participation in dakwah. Some examples include IMM, Pemuda Muhammadiyah, Nasyiatul Aisyah, Hizbul Watan, and Tapak Suci. Next, I will explain Muhammadiyah charitable enterprises. These are institutions established to serve society in a structured and sustainable way. Their main focus is to improve public welfare, expand access to essential service, and promote social development. The main areas include education, such as schools and universities, health service, such as hospital and clinics, and social service, such as orphanage and social foundation. Next, I will discuss the role of Muhammadiyah in society. Muhammadiyah plays an important role in various aspects of life. Its main focus is developing Islamic education, improving public health, supporting social welfare, and building Muslim communities that are strong in both moral and intellectual aspects.
That's all for our presentation and explanation. If you guys have any question, you can comment on the comment section below. Thanks for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.